In today's fast-paced business landscape, especially within the digital world of business, keeping up with the ever-evolving terminology can feel like a never-ending challenge, can't it? Whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or you're just starting out on your business journey, understanding the intricacies of business language can feel a bit overwhelming. From buzzwords to acronyms, the sheer volume of terms can leave even the most astute entrepreneurs scratching their heads. Hi there, I'm Bev, and welcome if this is the first time that you've been to my channel, and welcome back if we've met before. Now in this video we're going to explore a few examples of some confusing business terminology, and stick around because I've got a fantastic solution to help you to unravel that linguistic labyrinth which is the business lexicon. And I'll be sharing a bit later on what that solution is. But first, let me share a story. This is a story of Alex. Alex is a passionate budding entrepreneur who decided to turn her passion for crafting handmade jewellery into a fully fledged business. Excited to embark on the new venture, Alex quickly found herself feeling like a complete imposter and in a whirlwind of confusion when she came up against a wall of unfamiliar business terms and jargon. As Alex dove deeper into her business journey, she came up against terms like KPIs, burn rate, cash flow, and ROI, which just seemed like everyone was speaking a foreign language. She just wanted to make pretty necklaces and struggled to grasp the significance of these terms and how they applied to her in her business. With every interaction, be it a networking event, a meeting with a potential supplier, or even just reading business books, the weight of this unfamiliar language of business grew heavier. You know, Alex's experience isn't unique. The modern business environment is flooded with jargon that often creates unnecessary confusion. Here we've got a few examples of common business terms that can leave even the most conscientious entrepreneur scratching at their heads. First one, synergy. This term often gets thrown around in boardrooms and business networking, but what does it really mean? And synergy refers to the idea of combining two or more different elements to create a result greater than the sum of its parts. But in practice, it implies the harmonious cooperation between different individuals or departments or businesses to achieve a shared objective. But we hear it all the time, and if you don't really understand the root meaning of the word, it's very hard to understand how it applies in business. And the next one that always gets me is disruptors. In recent years, disruptors and disruption has become a real buzzword in the business world. It refers to the process of creating significant change within an industry or a market by introducing innovative ideas, technologies, or business models. However, I think it's overused and it's diluted the true meaning, leaving many of us unsure what it actually means. It feels like so many people now are just wearing the label, I am a disruptor, don't even know what it means. Okay, the next one that I always smile about is pivot. This is another term that really became quite popular in COVID when people were having to change direction. And what it really means is it's kind of referring to a strategic shift in a company's direction when faced with either challenging market conditions or evolving customer needs. However, the term can often be misused or misunderstood. Quite often people will bring a new product to market and say they've pivoted, even though that product is still within the same business. That's my necklace clunking. It's still within the same business, and it's still, within the same kind of general area that they're working in. Now, to me, pivoting is about a change of direction. So I made a pivot a couple of months ago when I moved my business. I closed down my training business, which was specialising in a particular topic of menopause, and moved towards helping female entrepreneurs to start and scale their business. Very different. That to me is a pivot. So it's a little bit misused. And then of course we've got all those good old-fashioned 3-letter acronyms or TLAs, and I have to say, coming from a military background, they were everywhere. I didn't expect to come into the business market and have to learn a whole load more, but we hear things like CTRs and CTAs and CPCs and NPCs and goodness me, what does it all mean? And then we've got the buzzwords and those weird phrases that we hear, like go for the low-hanging fruit and let's take the helicopter view. And what the hell does that even mean? Okay, let's get back to Alex's story. As her frustrations grew, she realised that she couldn't let that confusion hold her back from achieving her dreams of bringing her beautiful jewellery to the world. Determined to conquer the bewildering world of business terminology, Alex began her quest for business speak enlightenment. Alex first turned to the internet, as we all would, devouring articles, watching informative videos, and following business experts who seemed to be able to simplify some complex concepts. Here she discovered that many entrepreneurs had faced similar challenges and had found ways to overcome them. But now they too seemed like they'd fallen into the business jargon, or bullshit bingo we may want to call it, trap. Understanding that the guidance of experienced professionals could prove invaluable, Alex then sought out mentorship. She joined business organisations, she attended industry conferences and actively participated in networking events. Through these events, Alex met some wonderful people, but she still always felt like she was on the back foot because she couldn't quite speak the lingo fluently. Alex decided she would invest in some training. She enrolled in courses, attended workshops and webinars to deepen her understanding of the business concepts and understand the language. And slowly but surely, she started to understand what everyone was talking about. After 5 years in business, Alex finally felt confident about her understanding of business terminology, but she hadn't forgotten how hard it had been at the very beginning. And as Alex's business journey progressed, she realised the importance of helping others who faced similar challenges. So she decided to share her knowledge with other budding entrepreneurs. She posted YouTube videos, wrote articles and started a podcast. And she even pivoted in her own business, changing direction and focusing on supporting other entrepreneurs to start and scale their business. Now, by simplifying complex terminology and offering practical explanations, Alex aimed to empower fellow entrepreneurs and help to alleviate their confusion. Alex is a pretty good egg, right? Alex is actually me. Okay, but without the jewellery, because I can't do that. But I did exactly that. After 5 years of trying to figure this out, I felt I needed to try and do something to help my up-and-coming entrepreneurs following behind me. I absolutely did experience that overwhelming confusion and the frustration that comes with trying to navigate the complex world of business speak. And for a long while, it genuinely left me kind of filled with self-doubt and imposter syndrome and feeling always like I was second-guessing myself and on the back foot whenever I needed to seek help in my business. Now, before I share with you my fantastic solution to decoding the confusion of business lingo, if you're finding this video helpful, it would be great if you could ping the like button and maybe even hit the subscribe button and the notification bell as well, so that way you don't miss out on future videos. So I promised you a solution and I have it for you. It is the ultimate glossary of business terms. Now, I pulled this together to be a comprehensive resource that you can use as, let's call it a beacon of clarity in the vast ocean of business jargon. This simple PDF it's designed to give clear definitions and explanations, and there are over 750 of the most commonly used business terms, as well as some of the less common ones, techie ones, 3-letter acronyms, and I've even stuck in there some tongue-in-cheek phrases if you want to play bullshit bingo sometime. And while I created it with the beginner entrepreneur in mind, even if you're a seasoned entrepreneur, the world of business is changing so fast. It's always good to refine your knowledge. So this will be useful to you too. So if you're an aspiring entrepreneur feeling a little bit overwhelmed by all of the confusing language out there, just know that I have been in your shoes and I understand that confusion. But I also know that with the right tools, the right knowledge and a bit of a helping hand, you'll be able to conquer any challenge. So grab yourself a copy. I'll put a link in the description. It's called The Ultimate Glossary of Business Terms, and I promise it'll bring you clarity and a bit more confidence, hopefully, to feel able to converse in the language of business. And if you're in the very early stages of starting your business and you're not sure of the things that you really need to do to get you going, you'll want to watch this video where I'm sharing the 7 essential tasks that I think all entrepreneurs need to do when they first get started. I'll see you next time. Take care.